Morning, call to order our regular meeting of the Mason County Commissioners for October 17th, 2017. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Patsy, would you mind leading us today?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And if the clerk would please take the roll.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
And Commissioner District 3, Terry Drexler.
Here.
Very good, thank you. Item number 4, if the clerk would please report the correspondence.
Colby Swanson sent in petitions for the recreation of Lake Management District Number 2 of Mason Lake. Port of Shelton sent a copy of their tax levy for 2018. The Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent an application for Mason General Hospital Foundation at 2505 Olympic Highway North, Suite 460 in Shelton. And Mason Web TV submitted view statistics for third quarter of 2017.
Thank you. Moves to item number 5. That's an open forum for citizen input. If there's a member of the public that would like to address the commission on items not on today's agenda, they can please come forward now. The chair will recognize them.
You guys always know after.
We appreciate it.
So Saturday, this is Cheryl Williams, 39 West T Street. This Saturday, October 21st, we are having a new thing that the League of Women Voters has kind of instituted. We're trying it in Washington State, first of all. It's called Ballots and Baristas. So we're going to be at the Belfair Starbucks this Saturday from 10 to 2. And we're going to be talking about ballot issues, not candidates, because we can't endorse or not endorse a candidate, but ballot issues that you have any questions about or anything. So I brought a flyer, and we can pass it around if you'd like.
Great.
How's that going?
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope it works. Thank you.
Even if you get a low turnout, keep it up.
10 a.m. to 2.
Yeah. Very good. Very good, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Any other members of the public to address the commission? Judge, we have a, can you wait until item 9 or?
I have
read?
court.
Okay,
I'd really
fair
like
enough.
to be able to do
Sure.
it now. I am also a member of the public. My name is Tony Sheldon, Mason County Superior Court Judge. And I want to let you know that yesterday I sent my letter to the governor to tell him that I will be leaving my position at the end of March. Next month will be 25 years here with the county in Superior Court, and I will turn 65 early next year, and my kids are graduated from high school and the planets are lined up, so I'm ready to retire next end of March. Wanted to let you know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's heavy news.
Yeah.
Well, we're not the only ones shocked. His mouth is not over.
by surprise.
Yeah, so I feel
Yes.
good about it.
Sure.
Well, yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a long time to have been doing what you're doing. And
Yeah.
I've said over and over again, people talk about our jobs. I couldn't do what you do. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I just know I couldn't. It's incredible that you've been able to do it for as long as you did and still smile and make everything all good.
It's a
So,
very enjoyable and rewarding job.
I
Yeah.
imagine
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you for
May I ask you a
everything.
quick question?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for your service. What is the process then for appointing your replacement?
The governor's office will send out notification to ask for people to apply for the position. We'll do the interviewing, and we'll appoint someone to fill the position and be ready to go on April 1st.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a heavy job there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a heavy replacement. You're the knowledge. You've got it all for the courts.
Yeah, it's hard with respect to historical knowledge.
Yeah.
We had a question that came up the other day, and I happened to have been here when that got put together, and so I had that historical knowledge, and as time goes by, we lose that.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
again, thank you on putting your life out there for so long for all of us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Wow, that was it. Yeah.
So who wants to follow that? Any other members of the public for comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item number 6, which is adoption of our agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move the adoption of the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the agenda as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. Item number 7, approval of minutes, October 2nd, 2017, and October 9th, 2017 briefing minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the approval of the minutes for October 2nd, 2017, and October 9th, 2017, both briefing minutes.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the briefing minutes from October 2nd and October 9th, 2017. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion carries. Item number 8, it's the approval of our action agenda. Commissioners will read through the items on today's action agenda, at which time a commissioner or member of the public can ask for an item to be removed for a separate discussion and vote. At this time, we'll read through the items. Commissioner Netherland, if you'd please take items 8.1 and 2. Commissioner Jeffries, 8.3 and 4, and I will take 8.5.
First off, I appreciate that you always seem to give yourself the biggest, longest, hardest one. We appreciate that.
I'm saving myself for the budget hearing.
Okay, but it is noticed you quite often give yourself the harder work on this. Mr. Chairman, item number 8.1, approval to reclassify Stacy Ellis from an accounting technician range 2 to a senior accounting technician range 2 for a revised maximum consideration of $4,440 annually. Item number 8.2, approval of warrants. Claims Clearing Fund, warrants number 805-1505 through 805-1730 for a total of $776,754.73. The Direct Deposit Fund, warrants number 44562 through 44942 for the amount of $651,962.72. See what we have here. Direct Deposit Fund, nope, that's what I just did here. Salary Clearing Fund, warrants number 7003115 through 7003154 for the amount of $927,036.10 for a total of $2,355,753.55.
Item 8.3, approval to authorize ER&R to declare the attached list of vehicles, motorcycles, and equipment as surplus and dispose of at the Washington State Surplus Sales and Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers. 8.4, approval to set a hearing for Tuesday, November 7th, 2017 at 9:30 a.m. to consider and take public comment on posting the speed limit on Dewatto Beach Drive at 25 miles an hour.
Item 8.5, approval to set a hearing on November 7th, 2017 at 9:30 a.m. to consider and take public comment on posting the speed limit on Little Mission Creek Lane and Lincoln Court at 25 miles per hour. Okay, having read through the items on today's action agenda, is there a commissioner or a member of the public that would like an item removed for separate vote and discussion? Okay, hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move the approval of items 8.1 through 8.5 on today's action agenda.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve items 8.1 through 8.5 on today's action agenda. Any additional discussion?
Just wanted to share with the public that these two speed limit changes are, there's a law that if you do not have a speed limit posted, it is 50 miles an hour automatically. And these are both not suitable drives for 50 miles an hour. So I appreciate this being brought to our attention by citizens, I believe. Yes, thank you.
Very good. Any additional comment? Okay, hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And motion carries. So to item number 9 for an opportunity for department heads and elected officials to address the commission. Are there any that would like to do so? Okay. Item number 10 is our public hearing, which we will move past at this time and move on to item number 11 for our board reports and calendar. I'll begin if Commissioner Netherland would follow, and then we'll finish with Commissioner Drexler. This week, after today's meeting, we have a Finance Committee meeting, followed by budget workshops in the afternoon, as well as a Mason Transit Authority meeting, which is up in Allen today. Tomorrow, Criminal Justice Working Team in the morning, and then also later that morning, I have meetings with meetings with Ryan Wheaton from the City of Shelton and Wendy Smith from the Port later in the day, followed by a legislative steering committee meeting for the Washington Association of Counties. Later this week, I'll be touring Belco. I was invited for a tour up there. Looking forward to that. We have a risk pool briefing next week, and then I will be speaking to the Mason County Republican Party on Monday night, and then back here for meetings on Tuesday.
Okay, we had our budget workshops after the meeting last week. Then I met with Judge Goodell. PTSA meeting. We had an opioid stakeholder meeting up in North Mason again. Very well attended, and it's really moving forward. We're starting to structure what it's going to be like for the community for the forum that's happening in November. EDC meeting, West Sound Alliance got together to talk about some of the things as they're getting ready to prepare for the next legislative session in regards to our transportation infrastructure and making sure we keep what we already have in there, such as the bypass, keep that funded and well taken care of. But there's more stuff that's coming on the horizon, and we all need to be prepared for it, so we're working together to do that. The ARC, of which now serves Mason County as well, had their annual gala, extremely well attended. Dennis Bounds was the guest speaker. He got to all our hearts talking about his son and the issues he's gone through and his family. Then we also had some briefings yesterday. After the meeting, we have our Finance Committee meeting, budget meeting, Mason Transit Association. I'll be meeting with the Democrats. I'll be attending a water hearing out here in Shelton in regards to a Thurston County PUD actually bought a lot of water system, one particular water system, but it has a lot of them out here in Mason County, and they're raising the prices quite a lot. So I've been asked by some of the people in the community to go and attend that with them. I've been trying to find ways to help them. It's just hard because there isn't much that a county commission could do in that situation. The Real Estate Association of Realtors is having their annual State of the Housing. I will have Mount Bryan Temple Board meeting, briefings, Washington Risk Pool also, North Mason Community Voice, and then back for more budget before our briefings in our next meeting.
Last week, following our regular meeting, I also attended the budget workshops, had a meeting with Judge Finley, and then met with our director for the Mason Transit Association. Wednesday had the Olympic Region Clean Air Authority Finance Committee meeting, and then our regular meeting. And then that night attended the Thurston Mason Behavioral Health and the National Alliance for Mental Illness had a comedy event at Shelton High School called Stigma Busters, and it's an annual event that had been exclusively done in Thurston County, and they did two of them this year so they could have one here in Mason County. And basically it's using comedy to destigmatize mental illness and substance abuse. And it was really, really funny. It was really good. It was really eye-opening. I really appreciated it. And it was well attended, but I hope next year we have more folks. Let's see, Thursday I did some office work, and then Friday, I attended the Thurston Mason Behavioral Health Governing Board's work sessions, and then the Executive Finance Committee of the Pack Mountain Workforce Development Council, which brought the reminder that with the resignation of the Economic Development Council director, we'll need to reappoint somebody from a representative Mason County on that board. And so I asked them, I said that we potentially might want to keep that open for the new EDC director, and they concurred that an EDC director is a really good person to have on that board. We had our commission briefings yesterday, and then following today we'll have the Finance Committee meeting. I'm going to try to get to the League of Women Voters event this afternoon, but it's sandwiched in with a couple other things. Budget workshop this afternoon. We'll have the Mason Transit Authority meeting in Port of Allen today, and then I'll be going to the North Mason Chamber of Commerce's candidate debate tonight. Let's see, Wednesday, meeting with staff, and then a meeting with a consulting agency that we'll have to hire to try to get, we're still trying to find an executive director for the Lewis Mason Thurston Area Agency on Aging. We're going to have to pay the money to go out to a headhunter, I guess. Meeting with a constituent, and then we have the Mason County Law and Behavioral Health Committee meeting on Thursday, and then the regular meeting of the Thurston Mason Behavioral Health. And then I will also be attending the County Association of Realtors Housing Issues briefing on Friday. Brings us back to briefings on Monday.
Very good, thank you. Well, it's still not 9:30, so,
Just to touch some, I may also be at the candidate forum as well. I didn't say that on the, are you planning on attending the October 21st ballots and baristas?
Just on the way in, I might have canceled a meeting or an event on Saturday, so I don't know yet, but I may be
I
there.
may be trying to also, so we may be in the same
I
place.
think we all might, but
Okay.
4-hour window, we should take an hour. I'll give you the early shift. Okay. All right, well, at this time, we're going to break until 9:30 and then come back for our public hearing. Okay, we can begin with item 10.1, our public hearing to consider supplemental appropriations and budget transfers to the 2017 budget, and I would invite staff forward to brief.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is a public hearing, as you mentioned, in order to consider supplemental and budget transfer requests for the 2017 budget. The supplemental requests are for 911 Enhanced Communication Tax Revenue Account requests a $400,000 increase of revenue and expenditure as pass-through, $250,000 of revenue received from the Department of Ecology grant extension for the Belfair Stormwater Grant with authority to spend the proceeds on professional services, a $535,584 revenue received from the Department of Health grant for the HEN with authority to spend the proceeds on professional services, $169,630 of revenue received from the Department of Health grant for a DHG and authority to spend the proceeds for professional services, as well as $1,200 to the Assessor's Office for donated revenue to meet 2017 operational needs. Budget transfers are from Public Defender's Office requesting $130,000 as additional funds to meet current contract obligations through the balance of 2017. $80,000 of the fund by transfer from the Mental Health Fund, $50,000 to be funded from the General Fund ending fund balance. District Court requests $18,877,000 to complete the retro payment on the new CBA calculated incorrectly in the previous supplemental request, to be funded from the General Fund ending fund balance. Non-department accrued leave payout requests $150,000 for accrued leave payouts and $50,000 for taxes paid on accrued leave payouts made or projected to be made to staffing reductions in 2017. $384,692 was budgeted for 2017. To date, $530,157 has been paid out. $200,000 to be funded from the General Fund ending fund balance. Non-departmental requests $50,000 expense for county-wide mailer to discuss Proposition 1 to be funded from General Fund ending fund balance. $80,000 and $20,000 correction to the 2017 budget for transfers from REIT 2 to stormwater drainage system development. $80,000 should be to Belfair wastewater. $20,000 will be transferred back into ending fund balance for the REIT 2 fund. $10,000 transfer from REIT 1 to Veterans Assistance Fund for Memorial Hall repairs that should not have been charged from Veterans account in 2016. Cost should have come from REIT 1. The supplement also asks for authority to spend the $10,000 towards veterans assistance. And $6,831 transfer from REIT 1 to the Historic Preservation Fund, again for Memorial Hall repairs that should not have been charged from the Historic Preservation account and should be charged from REIT 1. The budget impact is the current expense ending fund balance will be impacted by a decrease of $328,877. Any questions? Any modifications?
Currently at this time, the mailer has not come back with a response. Is that correct?
PDC has not responded back to our request for clarification, yes.
And literally, the ballots are gonna be dropped here tomorrow?
Today.
Tomorrow, yeah. So by the time we get requests, have something printed up, trying to get it out, I think it's kind of a moot point at this point.
I would tend to agree.
And I would like to remove that if other commissions are.
I agree.
I would agree.
Any other modifications?
Commissioners? No? Okay.
Thank you.
At this point, I'll open the public comment period. If you'd like to address the commission on item 10.1, please come to the podium and the chair will recognize you. Okay, seeing no public comment, I will close the public comment period, and I would move to commissioner discussion and a potential motion.
Want me to read it out?
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of the following supplemental appropriations and budget transfer to the 2017 budget. Supplemental requests, $400,000 to non-departmental for 911 enhancement communication tax, $169,630 to public health for DOH CHG grant, $535,584 to public health for DOH and HEN grant, $250,000 expenditure of DOE grant extension for Belfair Stormwater grant, $1,200 to the assessor's office for donated revenue. Budget transfers, $80,000 transfer from mental health tax, Fund 164 to Public Defender's Office. $328,877 transfer from general fund ending fund balance to $50,000 to the Public Defender's Office Department 001.240, $18,877 to District Court Department 001.100, $200,000 to non-departmental accrued leave 001.300.200. We are not including the other, so I will skip it and go to $10,000 to the assessor for accrual of cash adjustment for payroll 001.020. $16,831 transfer from REIT 1 ending fund balance to $10,000 of it to the Veterans Assistance Fund 190. $6,831 to Historic Preservation Fund 116. $100,000 transfer from REIT 2 Stormwater Drain 351 will be to $80,000 to the Belfair Wastewater 413, and $20,000 to REIT 2 ending fund balance number 351. And we have specifically removed $50,000 to non-departmental mailer cost 001.300.
Commissioner, I'd like to offer an amendment to that. Under budget transfers, I'd like to change the total amount that was stated in the motion to $273,877 to acknowledge that we're reducing the total transfer by $50,000.
And that's $273,000, say it all again?
$273,877.
Okay. So we will be changing that to $273,877 is my motion.
And I'll second.
Sorry, that's mathematically incorrect. It's actually $278,877. I think there's a mistake on the sheet because it's actually adds up to $328,877.
Okay, give me the higher number that you have.
328,
That's the highest number?
yes.
And then was it removed you have? Was it 50,000?
278,877.
278?
There is a typo on that, 323,000.
Okay, so not to exceed 279,000. You
Thank
comfortable with that?
I like that. I would second that motion.
Good catch, thank you.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve the supplemental appropriations and budget transfers to the 2017 budget as follows. Supplemental requests, $400,000 in non-departmental for 911 enhanced communications tax, $169,630 to public health for DOH CHG grant, $535,584 to public health for DOH HEN grant, $250,000 expenditure of DOE grant extension for Belfair Stormwater Grant, $1,200 to Assessor's Office for donated revenue. Budget transfers, $80,000 transfer from Mental Health Tax Fund 164 to Public Defender's Office, $279,000 transfer from General Fund ending balance to $50,000 to Public Defender's Office Department 001.240, $18,877 to District Court Department 001.100, $200,000 to non-departmental accrued leave 001.300.200, $10,000 to assessor for accrual to cash adjustment for payroll 001.020, $16,831 transfer from REIT 1 ending fund balance to $10,000 to Veterans Assistance Fund 190, and $6,831 to Historic Preservation Fund 116, $100,000 transfer from REIT 2 Storm Water Drain 351, $80,000 to Belfair Wastewater 413, and $20,000 to REIT 2 351.
In your restatement of the motion, the motion should have read under the general fund ending fund balance transfers up to 200, not to exceed 279,000. That gives the flexibility of the budget people to do the exact amount.
I concurred.
Yeah. And I read 279.
You got it.
Okay. Are we clear?
Yep.
We good? Okay. Okay. Any additional discussion?
Just for the folks to know at home, the reason why we have to make sure that we cover that, if not, we would have to come back for that $5,000, go through the whole process all over again. So the not to exceed and that catch makes a difference of us not having to do that. You can go over, but you can't go under. If you go under, you have to do everything that's necessary to get that extra dollar.
Measure twice,
That's
vote
right.
once, kind of thing. Okay. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion carries. That moves us to item number 12, which is adjournment.
Mr. Chair, I move that we adjourn.
Second?
We're adjourned. Have a good day, everybody.